Hi, my name is Jimmy and welcome to Soundtrack Remake, where I reimagine the music of a game from the ground up. And today I chose to take a swing at Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I'm a huge fan of stealth games in general, especially the MGS series. I actually grew up playing the first Metal Gear Solid. It was one of the first games I had on the PlayStation back in the day, and I loved it, even though I couldn't really understand the plot at that time since I was maybe around 6 or something. And so while my friends were throwing bananas and blue shells at each other, I was trying to infiltrate a nuclear base to prevent Foxhound from launching a nuclear strike. Yeah! Metal Gear Solid would shape the type of game that I would enjoy and be interested in to this day, and this video is somewhat a tribute to this series of games that I love. With that said, let's move on to the music. Alright, so the section of the game I've worked on is divided into 3 different states of alert. The first one being Infiltration, where Snake's presence is still unnoticed. The Evasion state, where enemies are aware of Snake's presence and are searching for him. And finally, the Alert state, that's when the game shifts to a more action playstyle. So let's start with the Infiltration part. I wanted to create something simple and slightly tense, with a lot of space and silence between the instruments. It was crucial to account for the fact that players rely a lot on footsteps and environmental sounds, meaning that the music had to avoid clashing with them. To that, I added 2 instruments that would react dynamically to Snake's actions. An elegant piano for the tranq pistol takedowns, nice and quiet. And a dirty sounding guitar for when snakes get a bit more up close and personal. Then we have the Evasion and Alert states, with the Alert state being the Evasion state but turned all the way up. So I recorded a mix of acoustic and electronic sounding instruments, both for a familiar and movie-like vibe, but also something with a bit more tension, cool-headed, and a visceral tone to it. When you enter the Alert state, that's where you get the full track fading in. The groove is more intense, there's a new harmonic progression coming in, and the low end is a bit more active this time around. Overall, creating this feeling of urgency that would fire the players up, but also reminding them that escaping this situation is in their best interest. And now let's see how it goes with the full clip.
What was that noise?
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, you can take a look at more Soundtrack Remake videos that I've posted on this channel. I'm glad I tried to create this stealth-oriented soundtrack, and I would love to do it again for maybe a different game. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to share in the comments. As usual, we'll finish this video on a small jam, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care.